This is now my new setup right here. Welcome to this video, and today I'm going to be showing you guys what it looked like last year compared to now for my lawn care setup. So without further ado, I'm gonna get the truck trailer loaded up, and I'm gonna show you guys what it looked like last year with this truck, how I didn't even use a trailer. And compared to now, it's a crazy difference. So right here is actually an example of what I had to do to load up my mowers before I could go out mowing. I went right here down my yard because right here it comes up and it gets it way less steep to get the mower in here. So this is basically what it looked like. The only difference is I actually had a push mower that I turned sideways and went in here, and I had a weed whacker on the other side. When I had that mower in there, the blades kind of scraped it when it went in and out. And when I just barely got this, I was kind of so frustrated because it was a brand new mower, brand new deck, and I didn't want to scratch it up and get it all rusty. This deck's all kind of ruined anyways, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I might just get rid of the deck, scrap the deck, and maybe buy another deck for it and sell the mower. But this is basically the setup. I did have to charge up the battery on the mower. That's the setup I had last year. This is the setup I now have a year later. A huge difference. That truck, I'm gonna go over all the costs and everything on the differences on how much this setup cost me versus how much this cost me. And none of this would have happened if I didn't grow my business and go out there and get some more mowing clients and get some jobs. And the amount of work I've done and the amount I've accomplished in the year, this is basically shows a lot of it. It's not everything, but for the lawn care and stuff like that, it shows how much money I've put into my business, how much work I've put into my business, and the difference I just think is amazing. If I see anybody else show their differences between a year ago and now, I love seeing those. It shows big progress, and it's just the beginning of the journey. I mean, my old truck right there, my new truck, got the trailer. We last year only had this truck and then this mower, which is a Cub Cadet 42-inch mower, and nothing special, just a ride-on mower. And the cost for this one, I actually only came out of pocket like $1,000, and my uncle helped me out actually on the other half. I actually didn't even really want him to. I was just looking for mowers. I was trying to just find something that could fit in my budget, and so I could just have some properties to mow. Beforehand, I had a crappy mower. I don't even know if I have any pictures of that, but if I do, I'll try to put them up. And that mower, it was like, not the best, and it kept, just breaking down on me. I used it for a ton of stuff. I hauled logs with it, and it did all right. But this was a huge upgrade right here from that. And now it's just looking back, this used to be a huge upgrade just a year ago, and now it's just sitting in here collecting dust. And that's how much I've grown in the past year. Anyway, so this one cost $1,000. I did talk about how the deck is now broken. I think the things are bent. I always had to use ramps to get it up in here. It's not the best situation at all because I had the push mower, weed whacker piled up in here. I had the leaf blower actually as well, and I put that in the back seat. So you always had to get in the truck to grab the leaf blower, and I always had that in the back seat. And I don't have that out right now. I got the mower first, and then I got the truck. I paid $3,600 for it, but I did need some work, and I put a little bit of work into it. I put another probably a couple $100 to $400. It needed a wheel bearing. It does need a wheel bearing now, and It's just something that I needed just to haul this mower, just to get from one place to another, just a starting point. And there was nothing really cheaper than this kind of truck. And for this model and year and whatever, this was the cheapest one I could find. Obviously, it's kind of like a rust bucket right now, and I'm just trying to get rid of it. This truck was actually a really good return on investment because this whole setup right here, it cost me, well, mower included, then the leaf blower, it cost me around $5,500 for the whole setup at first. I've made my money back on it. Clearly, I've grown to be able to afford other things. And that's just the old setup right here. Now we go on to the new setup. I'm gonna start off with what I bought first. So I bought the mower first, truck second, and then towards the fall season of last year, a year and a month ago, I picked up this trailer. This trailer cost me around another $1,000, and this trailer was like big to me because I didn't have to keep loading it. I decided to get a trailer at that time because certain places, like I said, it's hard to load it unless you have a steep bank because the deck catches. Right now the deck's not on there, but with the ramps and everything, to unload the ramps and everything and get it unloaded, it looks so silly. It worked, and I figured once I get a trailer, things will move so much more smoothly. Big investment, big improvement, and I paid another $1,000 for it that fall. The next investment I made into the business was this mower here. This is a Toro zero turn. It has a 50-inch deck, and I bought this and it had an oil leak. I bought this after I bought the trailer, like maybe not even a month later. So it was into the fall winter season. I didn't use it, and it basically just sat all winter. In the spring, I did head gaskets and a whole tune-up on it. This summer, I thought I was not gonna get another mower. I thought this was crazy. I thought this was so cool. I never had a zero turn before, and as you can see, it has a rip in the seat, but I never cared about it because seats are expensive, and it did the job. It just needed to come out and mow for me, and that's what it did. And this, compared to the Cub Cadet, it made it so much faster. This is a bigger deck. Zero turns are just faster anyways. And then I thought I was living the luxury mowing life when I got this mower. Later on in the season, I had a lot of lawns at this point. Things started breaking down on this mower. It's not that new. It's mainly a residential mower. It's not really a big commercial mower like this one. And that's the point where I put this one in the shop, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna look for a mower right now. I'm gonna get a big boy commercial mower. It was this one compared to a residential mower, and I think the residential one was only around $3,000. I think I could have gotten it for $3,000. This one was listed for $4,500, I believe, $4,500. And I was like, should I go the extra $1,500 to get the commercial mower? It's a bigger deck. It is, you know, commercial is meant to be sturdy and big and whatever. And I was like, you know what? Let's do it. It was a better deal because to me, only spending $1,500 to get another bigger mower, commercial mower, everything like that, this one was gonna be it. I thought I was going there. I was gonna get it for $4,000, a great deal, and I wasn't. The guy was like, oh no, I want $4,500. And then, guess what he also wanted? He has this quick shoot on it. He's like, oh, I have $500 into this, and I have $500 hard tires. I was like, okay. But I talked to him on the phone, and I wanted to pay only $4,000 for it. And he said, if you want this, you're gonna have to pay me an extra $250 to get it, and if not, I'm gonna take it off. I have the old chute, which he actually gave me. Anyway, still picked it up. Awesome decision I made on this one. I love this big boy. At first I was like, ooh, these knobby tires, they're gonna tear it up. They actually don't. I mean, if you drive it right, they're not gonna tear it up. I actually think that one tore it up even more, because what happens is this one gripped onto the grass better, but this one just spins. But this one, it just doesn't have the traction this one does. The tires on this, just to give you a reference, that's my hand on that one, and that is my hand on this one. These tires are small compared to this one. You can see that one's like 2 times the size of that one. And this was a huge investment this year I made, and I've been able to mow properties way faster, way more efficiently. It cuts way nicer, and I think I could sell this actually for a little bit more than I paid for it. Anyways, and great investment on that one. So this one cost me $47.50 with the chute, and that was my next purchase. At this point, I only had this setup with this truck, not that mower. I've been trying to look for a truck like all summer. Couldn't find a deal. Market's been going up. Used car and truck prices especially have been going up. And I wanted something that wasn't rusted like this. I wanted to put a little bit of money into something that's gonna last. And people were like wanting 15 to 20 grand for a model like this that was, you know, clean, lower miles, but I just couldn't do it. I was like, no way I can pay that much for that truck. I can't even afford it. And then this one came along, and I knew I needed to snag it up right away. Although this one does have some issues, which I've talked about in a previous video, I got a great deal on it, paid $11,000, wanted to get 10 for it, couldn't do it. The guy had a $12,000 loan, so he was coming out of pocket $1,000 anyway. So we ended up getting the deal at $11,000. This truck, clean condition, no rust at all, and the same amount of miles. This truck could get like 20,000. And cosmetically, it does have some dings here and there. It has a little bit of rust spots, which I'm surprised. This guy probably kind of beat on it a little bit, not gonna lie, because it also has the rockers completely gone. And a lot of 2014s I've seen don't really have a lot of rust compared to this one. One other thing I really wish it had was a bed liner, which I need to get on. I paid $11,000 for this, but that wasn't all, because registration and tax and title was just kind of taking my money away, because since this truck books for 20 grand, they taxed me the 6% on that. So I ended up paying around $1,300 just to get it registered. So I ended up being all in on this for $12,300. And this is now my new setup right here. We got the 2014 Chevy Silverado. I think the 2020 Toro Titan Max 60-inch. This is a 7x12 trailer. We got the old Toro 50-inch. I think it's also a Titan. And this is my setup right now. I also have a Stihl FS56 weed whacker, and then the 300 leaf blower, which is also a Stihl. And I do have a push mower still. Don't use it. I actually broke one of the wheels off. So if you guys think that this was amazing, you thought that, you know, it was so inspiring for you guys to watch this and see the different progress, just do me a favor and hit that like button, and also subscribe down below. I have a lot of lawn care, investing, and real estate finance stuff. So if you just want to watch something like that, follow along my journey. And this truck is for sale. So if you're watching this, you know someone that wants this and is in Vermont, come hit me up. Try to buy this from me. I do have it listed right now, and I don't have that for sale, but I maybe think about it if I got the right price for it. Anyways, thanks so much for watching.